What is up, YouTube guys? Jericho426 coming at you with another Marvel Contest of Champions How to Use guide, and today, guys, we are talking about how to use Sauron, but as you can tell, the format is a little bit different. We are doing how to use Sauron in 8 minutes or less. Now, before anybody jumps in and says, hey, you stole the title from Katie Candy, I am absolutely using Katie Candy's title, but I did get on Discord and asked her if I could, and she did give me her blessing. But guys, I am doing this because there were a few requests for shorter guides. So, here's what I need you to do. Go into the comment section after you watch this video and let me know. Do you prefer the shorter pocket condensed guides, or do you like the long fleshed out guides where I get in a little bit more detail? Please guys, let me know. If you never leave a comment on my videos, please leave a comment on this one letting me know. You can either just say short or long or flesh out your whole statement, but just let me know what you guys want to see because I'm here to make content for you guys so you guys learn how to use the champions the best. So guys, with all that being said, here is how to play Sauron in 8 minutes or less. Sauron is completely immune to the effects of power, steel, and poison, and as well his regeneration rate cannot be decreased or increased by outside sources. He will also take 95% less damage from bleed effects and gain plus 25% crit resistance while bleeding. When Sauron is struck, there is a 30% chance for him to gain a regen passive, healing 10% of the damage taken per personal prowess passive effect he has on him. Speaking of those personal prowess passives, he can have a max of 10. Each time one of Sauron's abilities fails to trigger due to chance, he will gain a 10% prowess passive. He can gain an additional 2 prowess passives if Sauron's ability fails due to ability accuracy modification. At 7 prowess passives, dash attacks, heavy, and special attacks grant an unblockable passive for 4 seconds. This unblockable passive is paused during special attacks and has a 10-second cooldown, unless Sauron's ability accuracy is being modified or Sauron is affected by a degeneration. At 10 prowess passives, dashing attacks inflict a bleed passive, dealing damage over 4 seconds. This ability can also trigger through block. All of Sauron's light attacks have a 35% chance to deal 50% of the damage dealt as a burst of physical damage. This ability can trigger through a block. And landing the first hit of a heavy attack will consume 3 prowess passives and gain a fury passive, granting increased attack rating for 4 seconds. Now, when Sauron hits 10 prowess passives, he will enter extinction mode, and when you hit the opponent, you will inflict a degeneration passive for 5 seconds. This extinction mode will also increase physical burst potency by 50%, and all personal abilities have a 100% ability accuracy. If the degeneration passive from extinction mode expires, this will remove all prowess passives. All of Sauron's special attacks will remove the prowess passives he has on him at the end of a special attack, and on activation of a special attack, pause the degeneration passive from extinction mode for 8 seconds. After the special attack 1 ends, Sauron will gain a passive regeneration ability for 10 seconds. While active for each physical burst hit dealt to the opponent, Sauron will heal for 25% of the damage dealt. After the special attack 2 ends, Sauron will gain a passive ability that will increase the potency of all personal burst physical damage by 100%. This will last for 10 seconds. Finally, using the special attack 3, after this special attack ends, you will inflict a degeneration passive on the opponent for 5 seconds per personal passive effect that has expired on Sauron or on the opponent throughout the entire match. This is capped at 30. This will reset after the special attack 3 is activated. With an awakened Sauron, if the opponent attempts to inflict him with a bleed or incinerate effect while a degeneration passive is active, this will inflict the opponent with a passive version of one of those effects for 2 seconds. As well, his signature ability will increase the potency of his prowess passives by a flat 2 to 10%, depending on signature level. Now, to get the most out of Sauron's gameplay, you're going to have to manage his prowess passives. You never want to push to extinction mode too early. You really want to set that up when you are about to use a special attack. Remember, when he hits extinction mode, he will inflict a degeneration. This expires after only 5 seconds. It's very fast. And once that expires, you will lose all of those prowess passives. So you want to time it to go with your special attacks. To do this, you want to use only light ending combos. The light ending combos will allow you a greater chance at failing to inflict the physical burst damage. Every time he fails, he will get a prowess passive. Sometimes you will gain 1, sometimes you will gain 4. make sure you keep an eye on those prowess passives. If you get too high and you're not ready to throw a special attack, use your heavy attack. This will consume 3 prowess passives and give you a fury buff lasting for 4 seconds. Using this heavy attack to manage your prowess passives is a crucial set of his rotation. The ultimate goal here is to gain your 10 prowess passives and hit extinction mode, inflicting the opponent with a degeneration when you also activate your special 2. This will allow you to pause that degeneration for 8 seconds and build back up to a special 1. Then use your special 1, again pausing the duration of the degeneration, and then finally you might be able to build back up to another special 1 if the AI is working correctly, and you'll be able to use that special 1 again. At this point, the extinction mode degeneration will be over and you will have to start this whole system over. A quick note on the special 2, if you do want to see the maximum damage done from this attack, you will want to gain your 10 prowess passives and then block the opponent, hit them with the first hit of a heavy attack, and cancel into a special 2. This will give you a fury buff as you enter into the special 2 and will do more damage than having 10 prowess passives. After your special 2 ends, you will have a passive ability that increases the potency of your burst damage by 100%. And then after your special 1 ends, you will have a passive that allows your burst damage to heal you for 25% of the damage dealt. If timed correctly, you can have both of these going at the same time. Now, after your special 2, then special 1, then special 1 rotation, if the opponent is still alive and has plenty of health, you should have close to 30 expired abilities on Sauron. At this point, you can go for your special 3. You will build all the way up to your special 3, again using those light ending combos. Once you hit the special 3 threshold and also 10 current prowess passives on Sauron with 30 expired passive abilities, go ahead and fire off your special 3. The special 3 will not only place a 5-second powerful degeneration passive on the opponent, but will also pause the degeneration from the extinction mode. So the opponent will have 2 degenerations happening at one time. Now, it is unnecessary to have Sauron awakened, but it will increase the potency of his prowess passives at the highest sig level, so you can do some extra damage there. It will also allow him to reflect some damage from Bleed and Incinerate when the opponent is degenerating. So while it is beneficial, it is not absolutely necessary to have him awakened. So once again, guys, to use Sauron, make sure that you are using your light ending combos to build up your prowess passives. Build up to 10 around about the same time you hit your special 2. Fire off your special 2 using a heavy attack to give you that fury buff. And then you will go into the opponent to build up to your special 1. Use your special 1 to pause the degeneration and the extinction mode and gain some passive regeneration with your hits. Then try to hit your special 1 once more. After this, build up to your special 3 with 30 expired abilities and make sure you hit it when you hit extinction mode. This will allow you to place 2 degenerations on the opponent and deal maximum damage.